Very alarming stat here. The percentage of unemployed Americans with a 4-year college degree hit a record in January at 36.6% of those 25 and older, per Bloomberg. So yeah, guys, that's what we're going to talk about today. This whole job situation for Gen Z and AI. But first, before we get into some stats and details on that, I wanted to talk to you about my last video I did about Gen Z is opting out of college and with the onslaught of AI and all those statistics. If you didn't see that video, I'll have it at the end of this one. Just check it out when you're done watching this video. It got a lot of views, and what's really interesting about it is a lot of my videos are pretty polarizing, and I'm quite frankly a polarizing person, and so is always, it seems like the positive and the negative, or the agreement, the disagreement on videos that I do, and that's fine. It's not meant to be polarizing. It's just I can just understand and see how it would be. But that particular video, it was overwhelming how many people in the comments agreed with my take on Gen Z's going to college, opting out, why they're opting out, all those statistics around it. And I was really taken back by that. I figured that most people, were picking up what I was putting down, but to the level that people were saying, yeah, college is not worth it anymore. The cost, the future of AI involved with it, all of these things, it was really surprising to read the comments and how many people were right there with me. Got a lot of subscribers from that video because I think there's a good bit of Gen Zs out there. There were some of those on the channel who were like, yeah, you're nailing it. That's exactly what I think and feel about this whole issue. And then there were parents, some millennial Gen X parents that, have kids that are Gen Zs, or maybe Gen Alphas that are a little younger, that are coming up, and they're really battling this issue. What do we do for our kids moving forward? And so that kind of prompted me to dig a little deeper in some stats. So I'll share these with you, and hopefully give me your feedback in the comments of what your thoughts are. But this is some pretty alarming stuff, and unfortunately, I think it's going to get worse, and I'm not so sure it's going to get better. If you're one of these that's unemployed, or you don't really have a lot of skill set to offer the marketplace, the job marketplace, you really need to think about what it is you're doing now, and where you're going, and what you're going to do about it. But that's the key, right? What are you going to do about it? It's easy to say, well, I can't get a job, or woe is me. That's easy to say. It takes a couple seconds, less than a minute, right, to explain that. But to actually do something about it is the hard part, right? That's where the work comes in, and that's where you need to step up, grab yourself by the back of the neck, as my dad used to say, and do something about it, because only you can do something about it. You can get help and assistance from other people, other means, but at the end of the day, it's about you. You have to go and get it. So hopefully you may be able to get something out of this video, but I want to share these stats, and with this main one being the percentage of unemployed Americans with a 4-year degree hits a record in January of 36.6% of those 25 and older. I mean, that's huge. That is over a third of those unemployed with 4-year degrees that are 25 and older. That is a huge number. Just saw that in Bloomberg, based that off of the Bureau of Labor Statistics, is where I think they kind of compiled that from. But here's another stat for you to chew on here. In February 2026, the Bureau of Labor and Statistics, the youth unemployment rate, ages 16 to 24, that's the standard Gen Z proxy, right, is 9.5% overall. With 16 to 19, year old teens at 14.9%, and then 20 to 24 year olds around 8.3%. So, the national average is around four, in the low mid fours percent. So this is, these numbers are all higher than that, at least double that, the national average, when you start looking at these particular statistics. Another one for you that I saw was shared on the 12th of March. It rounded youth unemployment at around 10.8%, and that's based on 2025 data, plus other headwinds, stagnant wages, $94,000 average personal debt, student loans higher than prior generations, and only 27% ownership in 2025. Whoa, I mean, let's just break these down for a second. So you're telling me that the unemployment rate's 10.8%, and that's based on 2025 data. That is about what the unemployment rate is for college graduates in the country. It's around the 10 something percent. I don't have the exact, and I'm sure it changes all the time. And then, stagnant wages, which that's true for anybody. Our wages are not outpacing the inflation rate and the debasement of the dollar, and that's a huge problem. So you have to find ways to print more money, right, than Uncle Sam does, and that's just the world we live in now. Their printer just keeps going and going, right? So we need to get ours to go faster. That's a whole different topic of conversation. But in the average debt, the average personal debt, $94,000. I mean, that's huge. And then you couple that with stagnant wages and other quote unquote headwinds. And then you got student loans are higher now than they have been in previous generations. Well, I mean, duh. The reason for that is because cost of college has gotten so expensive. It just keeps getting higher and higher and higher. I'm seeing posts that, oh, my tuition was this last year, and then, it's gone up, or whatever college or university, pick your favorite one, is increasing the tuition to go to the schools. It's just that everything just keeps getting higher and higher and higher, and pretty soon people are gonna opt out of it. They're not gonna do it. They're just gonna, and it's already happening now. And my last video, I discussed that. Check that out at the end of this video. It's a good one. It got a lot of great traction on it. So here's another stat for you to chew on. Recent college grads, this would be the ages of 22 to 27, unemployment sits at about 5.6%, but underemployment is 41.8 to 42%, and that's the New York Fed Q4 2025 data. The unemployment sits at 5.6% for recent college grads 22 to 27. I've known it to be 10 to 11, and heck, half these numbers, these statistics, we can't even really trust them anyways, it seems, especially if they're coming from our government, because they just make them up, and then to make people feel good, and then they'll go and they change their mind and revise it every time, just a moving target, right? They keep moving the goalpost, and so you don't really know what the numbers are, and I think they do that by design, which is silly. Just give us the numbers, and rip the Band-Aid off, I guess, so to speak. So I thought that was an interesting take, that the underemployment is 42%. I mean, these are staggering numbers that I would not have guessed would have been that high like that. All right, next stat on the list here is big talking point, was literally today, and this video is filmed on March 13th. Gen Z men with a college degrees now have the exact same unemployment rate as non-grads. The college premium, quote unquote, is gone for young men. Yeah, I mean, that's exactly what I said in my last video, right? This whole concept of, being able to, go out and get a degree, and you go into debt, all this stuff is just not, people are just opting out and saying no, and they're not going to pay the college premium, all right, to go to these schools when there's no guarantee. It's actually more far from it now than it was when I was going to school in the mid 90s. So people are just opting out of that, and it's crazy to think about. Another good stat for you here. And New York Fed data also making rounds, with Gen Z high school grads actually show higher unemployment than college grads in the latest read. Exact split post 5.6 versus 7.8, depending on framing, which, you would think, right, if you have a college degree, that your unemployment or your underemployment, as this is saying, so underemployment versus unemployed, the difference between the two. Go Google it, or AI it if you don't know, to get it explained to you. These numbers here were not too terribly shocking to me, but I thought they were interesting, and I included in the video. And so here's some stats based on opting out of school, and they call it NEET trends, right? NEET trends, and that stands for not in education, employment, or training. So U.S. Gen Z NEETs, still hovering around 4.3 million young people. That's about 12 to 13% of the 16 to 24-year-old cohort, which is the Gen Z generation, per the 2025 Forbes statistic that was released. So not really, 4.3 million young people, or 12 to 13% of them, are not in education, employment, or training. So NEETs, interesting concept. I never heard that before, but interesting nonetheless. And then the last stat I'll have for you here is a direct tie to opting out of school. The same conversations highlight how surging college enrollment, bachelor's attainment for 20 to 34-year-olds hit 40% by 2025. And that flooded the market. But the payoff collapsed, leading many to skip or drop traditional four-year paths entirely. Credential inflation, AI eating entry-level jobs or roles, and entry-level jobs now demanding 3+ years of experience as reasons Gen Zs are bailing on the college track. Yeah, and that whole thing with experience happened back when I was in school, and coming out of college, that you needed to have, for certain jobs, you need to have 5 years experience, 3 years experience. You need to be beyond the junior level. The difference is back then, when I was coming out of school, that was when internet tech and all of the .com was starting to really kick up, and there was a huge shortage of talent. And so it was easy to get a very high paying job right out of college, and that happened to me. I did really, really well, and I became a technical consultant right out of college, it literally in my early mid 20s. Crazy to think about. But now, it's interesting, because if you're a programmer now, or if you're getting a degree in programming specifically, you have, like, not even within 3 years, you're done. Because I'm using AI tools right now and what's called vibe coding, and it is unbelievable what can be done and how fast it can be done without touching a lick of code. And so if you're a programmer in its traditional sense, you better be pivoting, like, right now, or you're actually late in figuring out what you're doing and where you're going. But I think what you're going to end up seeing is, you're going to see applications, software as a service, SaaS, SaaS. Those things, traditional companies that build that stuff are going to start going away. And there's a race right now to build real high quality apps. I'm seeing a lot of that, that are better, they're built faster, they scale better, quicker. I mean, so it's a lot of good things there. Let me know your thoughts below. We talked about this on the last video, but are you a Gen Z, or your Gen Z children, are they opting out of college? And if so, why? Why are they doing that? Tell me in the comments below. Because the last video, like I said, it was amazing how many people were all on the same page with this whole concept. I mean, that, like, never happens. There was nobody who said, "Oh, you're crazy. This is not gonna happen." There were a few That talked about how they thought that AI was overhyped and isn't going to deliver on its promise. I can say this, you're wrong on that, big time. I've been in tech for over 30 years now, and let me tell you something. This one is going to stick. It is not just some little, flash in the pan, and this whole AI thing is going to be gone, and it's overhyped and all this stuff. It's real, and you'll see. If you're not in it now, you're gonna see it at some point. So that's the video for the day, guys. I appreciate y'all tuning in. If you're new here, my name's Gen X Guy. I've had this channel now for a handful of months. It's grown pretty well, and I appreciate y'all for coming in. Do me a favor and hit subscribe if you like this channel and the content. I talk about all sorts of things. I talk about this, the Gen Zs and the whole college and opting out of that. I talk about AI. I talk about Bitcoin and crypto. I talk about gold and silver, investing. I talk about life hacks. I talk about how you can better yourself and improve yourself and learn from some of the mistakes I've made and some of the things I've learned to help you get an edge. So thanks for tuning in. You guys have a great day. Gen X Guy out. See ya. Bye.